In November, Philadelphia voters will be using new machines to cast their ballot in the 2019 general election. Last February, the city commissioners chose to purchase 3,800 touchscreen machines. They're designed to record votes electronically while also keeping a trail of paper ballots. These will be the city's first new machines in 17 years, but the change has come with considerable controversy. The commissioners oversee elections in Philadelphia County. This move was prompted by an order from Governor Tom Wolf's administration that all Pennsylvania counties upgrade to voting systems that are more secure and leave a paper trail for auditing purposes. Despite opposition from activists and the city controller, the commissioner's office to date has conducted over 150 demonstrations throughout the city to help voters become more familiar with the technology. In a recent demo at PhillyCAM, a handful of voters tried the machine. It features a 32-inch touchscreen unit called ExpressVote XL, produced by Election Systems and Software, otherwise known as ES&S. Here's how it works. Each voter will be given a blank paper ballot. The person must insert this ballot into the machine, at which point it will be drawn inside automatically and secured. Next, the voter will select which language to see on the ballot. In this demo, the options were English and Spanish. Then, touch Start Voting. The screen shows all the candidates, grouped by elective office and by political party. As voters make selections, the spaces will light up. Just like with the old machines, people can vote for individual candidates or a straight party ticket. Of course, there's also option for write-in candidates and ballot question votes. After making selections, press Print Ballot. The previously inserted ballot will return from inside the machine, but behind a clear protective glass. This time, the ballot will have all selections printed on it for the voter's review, along with corresponding barcodes for electronic reading. If everything appears correct, press Cast Ballot. The paper ballot will automatically be pulled back into the machine and stored. The screen verifies the votes have been recorded by displaying a message, "Your votes were cast. Thank you for voting." It bears mentioning that the new machines offer a tilt screen, wheels for maneuverability, and accessibility features for the visual or hearing impaired. Although it was a small sample size, the group who used the machines at PhillyCAM felt positive about them. In many respects, the look of the ballot seemed similar to the old system, and it was rather easy to learn how to navigate it. However, there are many others who have also seen the machines and are mounting a fierce opposition. Leading the way is a group called Protect Our Vote Philly. It contends that the ExpressVote XL machines are too expensive, that the selection process was secretive and corrupt, and that it's a poor product which fails to secure the vote or guarantee privacy. At a recent City Commissioners Board meeting, Protect Our Vote took to City Hall to protest a recent hiring decision. They say it illustrates the illegal involvement of recused commissioners Lisa Dealey and Al Schmidt in operational decisions. By law, both were forced to abdicate their positions during their re-election campaigns to avoid a conflict of interest. In the interim, their board seats were filled by judges Vincent Furlong and Giovanni Campbell. Protect Our Vote's Rich Garella claims the current setup is effectively a sham, with the board simply playing figurehead to behind-the-scenes maneuvering by Dealey and Schmidt. James Marsh condemns what he sees as a lack of transparency in the bid process. A recent city controller report documented extraordinary ties between ES&S and the commissioners, including campaign contributions. Marsh believes design secrecy made it easy to rig the process for one favored vendor to win.
The request for proposal that was issued for the machines specifically favored a particular manufacturer by the way that the RFP was written. For example, the RFP said that the winning machine should have the same look and feel as a prior machine. you wouldn't know unless you have knowledge, but that particular phrasing actually favored the vendor that eventually won, which is ES&S.
The impetus for the state order was concern over foreign meddling in U.S. elections and the need to restore security and voter confidence. Protect Our Vote Philly's biggest concern is that these machines fail to meet that rudimentary goal. Activist Susie Mizell sounded off some apparent deficiencies.
Part of the problem with these machines is that they're not secure. They run on Windows 7, which is end of life January 2020. Our first chance to vote on them is going to be November of 2019. 2 months later, their software is going to be obsolete. And there's a barcode at the top, and then after you accept your choices, that the paper says what you want it to say, it goes back through the printer on its way to the lockbox. So any kind of malware, virus, whatever kind of hackings anyone wants to do can alter, void, or change your ballot on its way back through, and you would never ever know.
Protect Our Vote Philly notes other concerns, such as an exorbitant $30 million cost, plus the fact that sequential storage of paper ballots could compromise voter privacy if compared against an election roll book. So, what system do they propose as the best solution?
We want to see hand-marked paper ballots, flat out. Like, it's cheap, it's simple, everybody knows their votes count, and that's what we need. If we want people to turn out to vote, if we believe that voting matters, if we are a democracy, we need to make sure everybody has complete and utter faith in this system.
On multiple occasions, PhillyCAM Voices contacted Deputy Commissioner Nick Custodio, who is spokesman for the Row Office. We sought comment on the voting machines, but to date, there's been no response. For PhillyCAM Voices, this is Dennis Link.